1 minute early, but let's start rushing. I'm bored and I'm definitely hangover. Wait, is this guy level 92? You don't see too many of level 92s these days. Would you keep a dupe Laura or feed it for blessing? I would probably feed about every LD5 for a blessing. You show me your John, it's not ruined. I didn't ruin any of the bomber teams today. I tried them once, wasn't big success. But I guess Krat's grip on the blessing, LD. Wait, these are actually kind of easy for the hacker team. Good thing about hackers is that he has buff block, so even if this thing would go for shields, it's still very likely that the shields don't really go off. Just too bad that things tend to hit Camilla for a Ritter. Did he die to the dot? No, apparently not. He got like 7 damage. It's not really a dot. It's like maybe that this passive can kill. Apparently not. Oh, this would pretty much kill myself. Same team, easy. Well, this thing I could hit in a bunch of ways actually. Okay guys, you fucked enough. Last week I actually had 3 will runes on this thing. Messed up. Captain, you from the UK? Actually not a tea drinker at all, more coffee. Pretty much just a water guy or alcohol. There's no in between. I don't really drink sodas or stuff, it's just straight up water or alcohol. Wait, did I already ruin you up? No, I don't think so. That's... oh wait, it is. Do you like rum? More of a vodka guy, I would say. Also, rum is mostly combined with Coke, and I'm not that big a fan of Coke. More of like if I would drink... oh, that looks pretty dope actually. I was looking for what skins I wanted to give to units because of the skin event. And I came to this one, but this one is actually pretty dope for the skill. But as I was saying, yeah, more of like a Sprite slash Fanta drinker, and that mixes better with vodka than with rum or whiskeys. I'm not that much of a pure liquor drinker. No, that's actually somewhat dangerous. Going for that team over there. I think it would have technically been safer to use the Sienna team than this. Also faster. Oh, we won't lose against Camilla like this. Do you think it's safe G1? I think it's too far away to make claims on those yet. Forgot to put a real defense. Well, there's still a lot of time left. Still make that climb. These teams are always kind of good. People already did the predictions. I'm not sure if current season is a more active season. Well, technically it always is a slightly more active season because of SWC, but that's more at like the high ranks. And you're talking more like top 50 to top 100 where people start playing for their placements. Shouldn't hit people that low because they don't really give me points. Let me actually make the switch. Correct one, yes. I think I can outspeed this. Only bad part about it is that I would have to S3 on the Alicia. And then I have to freeze either Winch or the other two. Did freeze. Freeze me. Is it me or is it just the worst arena rush metas we had in a while? I can get legends, so you don't hear me complain. It will be hard for me to complain while I'm getting legends. Hey gang, it's broken for AO as well, kinda. Wow, I'm landing literally nothing on this thing, and on that thing I'm landing everything. Interesting one. I think every meta had something stupid, like we used to have like Molly as meta and a bunch of stuff, right? I think every meta you can say that there's always something boring about it. Just kinda like, do you have the correct units for offenses? You're not landing, Jack Shite, dear friend. Worst meta was Genny Hathor. Well, that was not arena offense ever, but... True, Genny Hathor I think was the most boring meta for... I think that the meta I hated the most was the Lulu meta. I really found like that the whole meta thing around Lulu was just so boring and dumb. Yeah, Lulu used to be a meta thing. And it was absolutely just dumb. In arena. Or not arena, RTA. Never knew that. Yeah, I was on the release of the 2A pretty much around that time. It was not a healthy meta, I would say. Yeah, that's the thing. Lulu would cleanse out and then full heal the whole team and full cleanse the whole team and then place immunity as well. It was pretty much the biggest Luxac unit out there. And the thing is, there's a few units that still can kind of do that, but they're not as strong of like also like an aura bruiser. Did you get nerfed? Yeah, there was something nerfed about the recovery or so, or like the immunity. I think the immunity. I think I can outspeed this. Well, might be difficult. We shall see. How we do it. Hold on, makes sense. Yeah, that thing was just overall strongest healer in game by like a long shot. What does the account plus a review mean? You can click on the thing to buy it and then it shows what it is. Okay, I'll speed that. This one is actually not that hard for that theme, but it's also not that hard for this. Riley tilts you. Well, I think a few units you feel like that they proc more because it's negative bias. And negative bias means you remember it when it happened. And there's just a few units that just have a lot more impactful procs than other things. Sorry, didn't know. No worries, no worries. A lot of people don't know that you can click on the thingy. What's the funniest AO you've ever seen work? Not sure. Oh, Guilty of Mine is pretty high up, right? Nice, this is nice. This is actually kind of... How many times you got on Legend in total? 10 times. Last week was number 10. And the week before that was number 9. Ragdoll's building could, right? Yeah, the Ragdoll's one of those units that you feel like, okay, I'm gonna crit, no matter what. Yeah, I got the legend the last 2 times, yeah. I could actually do hacker team on this as well, but I could also do... I'd say this team. Kinda depends if Laura's super fast. You could build a swift Laura for this. I think most people would go Pio Laura on pretty fast set. Tiana also hit so much. The Tiana buff was so strong for her. This team does absolutely nothing. I kind of would say that Europe feels weaker in sense of defense right now. I just have like a better meta for me that I can clear all of those things. That could be a thing as well. But I feel like in the past the defenses on Europe were a lot stronger. But maybe there's just not that many good things for defense at the moment. That could be a thing as well. Oh yeah, that's a meta that was here, or we started here, I guess, in Europe. The Vanessa, Camilla, Juno, Björnchels. But we have a few weird defenses out here as well. Oh wait, I could have just outsped this. Yeah, I could have done this with outspeed as well. Wow, that's actually landing a lot of stuff from that thing over there. Not that that really matters. Zombie summoned a light desert queen, I know. Sonia Bethany counted more recently. Yeah, Vanessa's dead, can't survive it, plus... what was it called? Björnchels. Björnchels do counter it pretty hard. Was Run Shower? For the timer that's above my head. Why do we got a crits on 15s? Got quad despaired, oopsie. Yeah, that does happen from time to time as well. Less pleasant. The Nefties is 15 crit rate, yes. It's a triple fighter 15 crit rates. It's the best AO build for a Nefties you can have. Anything else is kind of int, I would say. Man, this Yana build is slapping hard. Very nice proc. Who the hell puts Fio on a Vanessa on defense? That's the most useless thing you can have. Unless you have like a super high damage Camilla Vanessa combination to clear things, but I don't know. That's not really something I would claim a thing. Does have a little bit too much revive for my liking. Fast. Okay, those are some better defenses there. That is for sure. Okay, I'm liking those defenses, quite a few of them. Swift? No, just tank as fuck. Use shields, use will. Use enhance runes. Did not push back this. But the Tiana should be able to survive that. And Tiana clears. We should definitely be able to outspeed that. No, into server way is already happening. We're already going towards the 3rd week of into server. I think I can just go straight S2 on this team. Yep. Everything was pretty fast, so I don't have to go S3, S2. What the hell is even this? I want to do this because of you. Strongest defense EU. We're gonna see about that. But the cool thing about Nefties in combination with that thing is that more will take a hit, but only just hits that. And if it doesn't proc, it's useless. Okay, that's something, I guess. I guess they were all on the dress or some shit. Would you use the hard boost without Nefties? You can still combine it with Tiana, but then your armor breaker gets... Like, who do you use as armor breaker? If you were to use, let's say, an Asima or something, or a Truffle, then I could say yes. Did you get Legend last week? Yes, sir. Could I go for an S2 and insta-clear this? I'm not sure if I would kill the Gazelle instantly. It's kind of issue. This one I can go instant S2. Because there's good odds that the Kinky's not going to be super tanky and still pretty fast. Wait, the turn order is even wrong on this. Kinky moves us in front of the Nikki. The only thing I need to survive is Tiana. I think that this whole team is pretty fast as well. Just that the Björnchild is going to survive. I'm not sure if I would kill the Panthers. It's the only tricky part. Yeah, I think I should still go for skill 3 into 2. You go for the double trouble. Nothing nice. Nothing nice. Okay, he switched up the team to that. That's actually specifically to counter you. Funny. Funny. We got addicted with a Parimer. Thank you very much. Go start hitting that other thing. Thank you. You're on low speed right now. Oh, or reset anyways. You build your chroma for AD? Never did. I kinda like his idea that he used over there. It's not too bad, but... I think that it's still pretty beatable. Just need to have something differently ruined for it. Like if you would do it with a Kaki, it's super beatable. Bella has some good damage on squishy units. Or actually pretty good damage in general. Okay, a lot more people have figured out this defense right now. Could there be a Swift Recon? You could do Swift Recon on that. It is Swift Recon, it's just not fast enough. Oh, that is dispersed on the Tiana. I don't like that part. Okay, that it dispersed then. Didn't push back this time, so please don't go for an S2 and do your stuff annoying. In this case, it's fine. It's one of those teams, like, it doesn't really do too much because there's no follow-up. Would you say Sienna's top tier? Not really, it's just something that works in current meta. Like, this is actually the very first time that I use Sienna in arena offenses. I have her for like a super long time already. And all of those buffs that she got never changed anything to how I use it right now, so... It's just more of a meta-dependent thing. She's good into pure angels, that's the main thing. And there's a new episode of Lucifer, maybe tomorrow. Either it's Rush video tomorrow or Lucifer video tomorrow. Kinda wanted to do it for today, but then I was too hangover and I didn't want to edit the video. Why Raccoon needs to wrestle high ranked? I'm not sure, I guess it still works. It does do a lot of damage, right? But on the other hand, it's somewhat easy to outspeed. Raccoon isn't the craziest of base speeds. But I would also say that this team is so specific to run that without the... would that be a Swift one? Still early in the rush, I can give it like a random gamble. Do I want to? That is the big question. Yeah. No, actually I should not do this. Laura could be Swift as well. Yep. Could maybe outspeed it with the Kabila, but even that is dangerous. It does have speed though, so it has potential to... But now these two are probably going to be pretty slow. Oh, they did have potential to cut me in the end. Okay. Sienna was mad. Absolutely as planned. Seal Nafties is actually good. I guess so, I guess so. Ooh, that's a lot of hits. This is super easy for dots. I think Alice doesn't really do too much on arena defense. It's super easy to ignore her mechanic. Like, I don't need to deal damage anyways. Stab with dots. And that even still does do damage. That's a nice stack over there, actually. Chris is farming your ass. That's what Chris does, he's OP. Get onto your double NAM build, right? Like you say it here in chat, there's another 300 people that are onto it. Fine, never mind. That's also an option. Oh, we didn't push back that, so then you do a lot less damage. Oh, good thing that you are aggroed by that anyways. No, my armor rate. You could go for Gemini, but I would just straight up use a different style of team if you would do that. I would use an Adriana. That's the worst of switches, actually. Good amount of stuns, my dear friend. Uh-oh. Might actually lose this. We are going to actually lose this. What did it so much damage, though? Can we proc one more time and still win? No, we didn't even need to proc. Okay. That was rather close. How much HP should Juno have for AD? As much as possible. Buff lock. Yay, buff lock. What about the speed? As much as possible. Fun fact is you can still dot this. How many fight sets does your Sienna team have? There's 1 on the Tiana, there's 3 on the Nefties, and that's it. So 4. Hits, wins, bunch of loses. Is this any good? No, it might be that thing is too fast. Oh wait, actually. Interesting defenses. Infinity defense. The Fire Striker one, oh, you have to 1v1 it with a Leica and pray to the RNG gods. But it's made a lot worse right now because of the Fire Striker buff. Because the Fire Striker buff just makes that thing like 100 times more difficult right now. And same as that stun. That stun made things a lot more difficult. Right? What was the team? I think I did something along the lines of Dark Robo, Poseidon, Ganymede, Dark Homunculus, and a Leica. And then Leica on 6-stick. And Vampire and preferably Revenge if you have the runes for it. But you really need like a great RNG rotation where the Leica can 1v1 the Striker, because that's in the end what you gotta do. It's not the most pleasant of fights by a long shot. And it's made a lot more difficult because the Fire Striker got the buff to more consistent 2-hit right now. Which is not great. Ooh, that thing actually moved. True, there's no full tuning on this. Well, the thing is, Leica doesn't always counter. That's kind of the issue. Like, sure, if Leica would always counter, then it's fine, but he has like 50% to counter, plus he can get double hit, so... For that reason, it's difficult. Are there some people emote in RTA? Are they crazy? I guess. Some people enjoy it. I do send emotes, but it's mainly like a hi, like someone that I recognize or that I know from like a real life event or something like that. I'm definitely not one of those people that would spam emotes now. We need voice chat during our... people would be spamming like the worst shit. I'm 100% sure about that. Do they have voice in League of Legends? I think they did for a while, right? Not sure how much of a success that is, but... No one uses it, yeah, I think for good reasons. Your own health. Well, isn't it like most people these days, like if I play a League, I just mute all kind of game? Best team-based experience game, mute all. You can block emotes in this game. That's actually one of those things you can do. If you wanna be good, you gotta mute all. I think that there's actual... I'm not sure of like the actual pro players that play like high stuff, or like the Tyler 1 or those kind of guys that... if they actually actively mute everyone, I don't think so. But there's a lot of players that feel like, okay, this guy shouldn't deserve a victory, and therefore they start trolling and shit. Or someone makes one bad play and then starts trolling. Or someone else made the bad play and then therefore these guys start trolling. It's just troll fest, the whole game, man. I would say I've seen one team-based game community that was worse than League of Legends. And that is pretty insane, actually. And that was Overwatch 2 on the Asia server. It was the worst shit I've ever seen. Oh, I missed the silence on that thing, of course, I guess. Don't kill it. Thank you. But since I did miss the armor or the silence on this thing, I missed that on that thing, I missed that on that thing. Okay. Do you play League? Not really, no. Used to play quite some TFTs, but haven't touched TFT in a while as well. Too bad that I don't insta-kill you. It'd be a lot nicer. Okay, this is just not that clean of a fight. Because most likely I will lose this again. Yep. Okay. Bad matchup, bad matchup. Shouldn't hit this like that. My units tend to die too much. I think FPS games are the worst in general. Could be pretty bad as well, but the Overwatch Asia server that I played for a little bit when I was in China. What's with this RNG, man? Counter Despair Stun into another Despair Stun on the perfect unit. Oh, it's video kills defense. Explains that guy has got their RNG all the time anyways. But no, the Asia server Overwatch, they do one team fight, and then whatever team did not win that team fight starts trolling. That was literally that. So every game was just based off the first team fight, and any team fight that, or any team that would lose that first team fight would instantly start trolling, like picking all snipers and that kind of stuff. That was just the meta over there. Anyone who's rushing at the moment, who's the highest up? Anyone know? And how many points would that be? Well, it's still 14 minutes. Real LoL has 50-minute FF mindset. They're in slight disadvantage. There's a lot of games like that, actually. Like, we're losing, never mind, next. Sometimes this hacker's just landing absolutely nothing. And provokes. No, the freeze. Did you manage to beat 18 Dark? Nope. And unless they change 18 Dark in any kind of shape or way, I'm not gonna do that one again. It's just the dumbest stage they ever made. Imagine having like 10 dark net 5s and you have still not even a shot at near clearing that thing. Kinda stupid. Oh wait, that's a guilty. Why the hell are you using Nikom? I guess it works for him. Something. Yeah, Frigate buff does definitely help for that shit, but not for 18 Dark now. 18 Dark is still absolute ridiculous AIDS. And there's no other words for it. Would this still be clearable? Yeah, I do actually think so. Impact doesn't change all too much. Unless you get random despair stunts. That could be an issue. No, parry could be annoying. I was gonna say, don't land it, but he did. Oh well, we got a new silence, so then it's good. And it's good. Twins. Interesting. Especially those two. Because both of them are pretty fast. And pretty dead. I'm not sure if I could clear it like with that team. I'm not actually sure. No, I'm not actually deal points from damage. This guy is the right one. Similar team, slight difference. Well, let's go. Nice switch. I can see how it works where people struggle if it's some math. It's slightly different vibes, but there's actually a lot more easy ways to clear this now. Because you could just Diana Ganymede. And then Poseidon or something. Just always the question, do people have it ruined up or not? Oh, and if things tend to resist like that, yeah, then it's a little bit more troublesome. But let's just claim that as a little bit. Nice arm brick setup. It will be smooth. No, if you want to go in, you still have to click on the thing anyway, so... Plus, it takes a little bit longer time, actually. It's faster to do this if you are planning to go in fast. Wait, what the hell is even this? What kind of lead do you even have? HP for wind. Who gives a shit? What to ruin all those Gildongs? Oh, it's just for roll boss. Like whatever efficiency sets on it. Oh, that's a super fast monkey. Interesting team if it was actually only speed lead. And now, it's not interesting. I wish that they hide all of the names of people and that you could just see the teams right away on that position. And that the name is just simply not there. It'd be super nice. For some reason they never wanted to do that, hiding the names in Rush. We have asked for that for like the last 8 years plus. Oh, whoops, that's a guilty. My bad. Sorry, bombs. Yeah, it's such a different logo than all of the other ones. At least for the colors. Much people hitting you? Yep. That can happen. It's not an issue. You would be hitting guildies all the time. Probably. That a despair though. Seiishizo is OP. It is, it is. That is nothing new. 5 minutes. With another set of 30. Yeah, I definitely do think I get more names or more hits because people see a recognizable name. They're like, okay, I should give that a try. I remember back in the days where YDCB tried to rush and people just farmed his ass down so fucking bad. YDC3, yeah, exactly. Yeah, name hiding would be super nice, but we literally have been asking for that for like ages and they've never done it, so I don't... I'm literally on the point where I think they're never gonna do that. Same. As long as I push back, it's same. Bruh. Triple despair stun on a counter. Bruh. And then also critting enough to actually cut. Bruh. Maybe they eventually will do. I don't know. Kinda doubt it by this point though. Okay, definitely am getting quite a bunch of hits at the moment. No. Those kind of passes you gotta figure out yourself. Okay, I think I shoot S2, S3. Oh, of course you don't freeze anything. That's an option. That is an option, I guess. Wow. New Policia. Wasting my time. Please tell me I have a steal. Thank you. Won't have enough time to clear it, but it is the team I hit one of the fastest if things go right. Nah, there's no way I hit this in 10. Nope, especially if I have a crit to Camilla. Actually, the first Vanessa that kind of full survives. He's done? Yes. So we got about top 10 finish or so. You can leave. You can also just kill it. Are all the top SW players successful business owners? Not necessarily business owners, but I would say most of them are more wealthy. Most, not all. You good? Not. So for the offense, this one pretty much didn't even use. I don't think if I'm not sure if I even will rune up these again. Don't really use it anyways. Just using these 3 teams. So the Nefertiti's triple fights, 15 crit rates. This thing, some crit rate. I actually upped the crit rate this time a bit. Did do a little bit less damage on the skill too though. There's quite some less crit damage on it than last time around. But that is because I was upping your runes to have 256 crit damage. Which is a lot of crit damage. And yeah, this Sienna build is even quite a bit stronger than the last time around that I had it. And I was also using, of course, the hacker team. Which you just want to build tanky. It's not even that much of a must to have like max resistance and that kind of stuff. It just helps it, but it's tanky. And Leia runes are these. Just not a bad Leia set. Her base attack is pretty low, so getting close to 2k or like even more than 2k attacking is quite a lot. But yeah, this Sienna was definitely stomping. But the defense this week, people have figured it out quite a bit more, so I was definitely getting more hits in. But you did see a few Vanessas for some maps, so I might give that a try next week. Or I do have an idea to do something completely different, so might go that for a completely different idea. What rank did you get? I got rank 10-ish, I guess. Thanks for watching. If you would like to see more guides, join the Discord and check out the content tab, which has the dungeon guide archive and the video guide archive, which contains all of the guides that you need. Hope to see you there.